before your stroke fell.
Bilbo's mind must have been clear during the first moments after his capture. You notice that he slid his sword along the undergrowth as he was hauled away. When the spider's poison immobilized him, he must have dropped Sting. Encouraged, you venture into the shadowy green-grey wilderness that is Mirkwood.
The small cocoon is dropped before the lady.
Eat it, milady. Scrumptious it is. Tasty, sweet.
The skinny creature squeals in pleasure and anticipation, jumping to and fro on arms and legs as if a spider himself. The creature gives the cocoon a kick.
False it is. Baggins, trickster, thief, cheater. Call him. Eats it. Eats it.
The enormous spider moves to hover over the cocoon. Spear-sized mandibles emerge slowly from its dripping maw.
Suck it to bones, milady. No hangingness or dryingness needed. Not like tough dwarfs or tricky elves. Sweet and juicy habits. Just leave closes, milady. For precious is in its pockets, my precious.
The spider monstrosity is about to delve into her meal when a sudden noise is heard from the edge of the lair. Flapping its hands nervously and bobbing its scrawny neck, the creature pleads.
Don't listen to woodsy noises, milady. Eat, while habit is warms us.
Someone has arrived, and the spiders move to greet them.
For hours you delve into the menacing forest. Thorny undergrowth and sticky crawlers grab at you as if with minds of their own. A subtle change in the echo of the wood heralds a change in scenery, and you soon come upon a dark, gurgling stream. While the watery smells and soothing sounds relax you, you've been warned not to trust any water in Mirkwood, save for that gathered from fresh rain. The spiders must have crossed the stream by traversing the canopies above, but how will you cross? A nearby dead tree may be the answer. You attempt to push at the dry trunk, hoping for it to fall and bridge the stream. Unfortunately, your efforts attract the local wildlife.
Before your stroke fell.
For Rivendell!
I will go alone. die before your stroke fell.
My eyes see everything.
I will go alone.
For Rivendell!
The dead tree falls across the stream with a splintery crack. You use the fallen trunk to step across, careful to not slip. What could cause wild creatures to attack so? Perhaps the corrupted stream is their main source of water. As you jump off the trunk on the far side, a deep rumble greets you. For a brief moment you wonder what could make such a sound, but only for a brief moment. For out of the shadows shambles an enormous black bear. It roars. The sound is staggering. It fills the air like a living thing, terrifying and primordial. The impact of the roar sends you reeling backwards, almost into the stream. It charges, an avalanche of fur, teeth and claws.
A red sun rises.
For Rivendell!
For the Shire! A red sun rises. For the Shire!
Welcome to Rivendell. Farewell.
A red sun rises!
I will go alone. Welcome to Rivendell.
Before the monotony of the forest claws at you again, you come upon a sudden clearing. The sluggish breeze and one grey light of the dell are a welcome change from the humid twilight of the forest. On the far side of the clearing, you spy what you've been looking for. A group of large spiders hovering over a tightly wound cocoon. It's time for a rescue.
Follow me! Go alone!
You would die before your stroke fell!
Farewell.
Follow me!
For the Shire! You would die before your stroke fell.
Trouble? I can help with that.
Rivendell!
rises!
The lady and her brood are gathered at the edge of their lair. A band of orcs and goblins have emerged from the trees. Some heave empty wagons, others carry torches. A huge orc tromps to stand before the lady.
Oh, the moon is full, Spidey. Uthak comes to collect.
He snarls. The lady chitters at her lieutenants, who rush back into the webs. The spiders soon return with web-wrapped cocoons, depositing them in front of the orc captain. Goblins rush to gather the cocoons, loading them into carts. As the last cocoons are loaded, a hooded goblin begins screeching at Uthak, pointing to a parchment full of hash marks. Uthak glares at the yelling goblin for a moment, then blinks and pivots back to the lady.
We won short, Leggy.
The orc's grainy voice is mild, but laced with promise of violence.
Cold masters don't like short. Uthak don't like short. We had deal.
After recovering, Will Elk thanks you profusely. Over the past few months, he tells you, a number of tribesmen have gone mysteriously absent. He suspects they've fallen prey to similar circumstances, but offers no explanation as to why the great spiders have suddenly become so daring. Afraid to return home through the forest alone, Will Elk offers to join you, and suggests which direction the spiders were taking him. Somewhere under the never-ending trees before you, an old hobbit awaits rescue, or doom.